AI videos are slowly...
AI content is going to make a lot of millionaires this year.
AI, now might be the time to listen because this stuff is about to take over the entire world.
We've gotten to a point where AI content is now taking over TikTok, and the people who understand how to use it properly are making serious money. I've been working closely with my students on this, and one of them just did around $5,000 in a single week, with multiple $1,000 plus days using this exact strategy. No big following, no personal brand, and no traditional filming at all. Just leveraging AI the correct way. What's interesting is that it's not just one person doing this. There are specific types of accounts right now blowing up with AI content, pulling in views, but actually converting those views into actual sales. But most people are completely missing why it's actually working. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how this works, what types of accounts are growing the fastest, and how they're turning these views into consistent daily income using TikTok Shop. That way you can personally take these strategies and apply it to yourself and start actually taking advantage of where things are headed right now. All right, so I've got 3 specific accounts right here. Obviously, I'm not gonna be showing my student's account who's done over $5 grand in a week because that just wouldn't be fair to him because his account's in the premium group. But these are some similar strategies with 3 different styles, or actually more like 2 different styles of AI content. These pages are completely AI when it comes to what the person is, the voiceover, the visuals, the product, everything is made with AI. And all 3 of these accounts are absolutely printing through TikTok Shop affiliate right now, mainly because 99% of the time when you actually use AI content correctly, no matter what the AI content is for, it's usually gonna go to an older audience because the only people who really end up getting fooled by AI nowadays is older people. And if somebody knows the video is AI, they're usually gonna scroll past, but people who are fooled by it and actually don't understand that it's AI will not scroll past, and they'll end up watching through a good amount of that video, especially because their attention span is not as bad as the attention span of younger people. And ultimately, this is how TikTok views who your video is meant for, right? When TikTok notices that only older people watch through most of your video and actually give your video the watch time that TikTok wants, they're gonna continue pushing that video to only older people. And then it just causes a snowball effect because TikTok actually found out that older people watch longer through AI videos than younger people do. And we all know that when you target older people, they have more money to spend. So before I dive right in and show you guys how to make this type of content, let's just watch one of these videos really quick. This one got 72,000 views right here, and the views are decently consistent. I would estimate that they're making around 1 to 2 sales per 1,000 views that they're getting. Not only because of the audience that they're hitting, just because of how consistent these views are. Like TikTok wouldn't really be pushing these videos as much if they weren't making money. So let's just watch this one right here with 72K.
This for all my men still wearing Dior Sauvage. I work at Sapphire, and I smell cologne on men every single night. And I'm telling you right now, when you walk in wearing Sauvage, we already know what it is before you even sit down. And that's the problem. You don't stand out. You smell like every other man that walked in before you. And here's what y'all don't understand. Scent hits the part of the brain that controls attraction and curiosity. So when we smell something we can't identify, something different, that's when we start paying attention. That's when we start finding reasons to get closer. But when we already know what you're wearing, you just another man in the room. So last month, this guy walked in, smelled clean, masculine, different. Not Sauvage, not Blue de Chanel, not anything I recognized. And I could not figure it out. I kept going back to his section just trying to place it. When I finally asked him, he said it was YCZ Midnight Marine, less than $20. And I'm not gonna lie, that had me more interested than the dude spending hundreds, cause he didn't smell like everybody else. So if you tired of being just another man in the room, stop wearing what everybody else wearing. It's in the shop. Or keep wearing Sauvage. Up to you.
And so right here at about 1 minute 10 seconds in the video, they actually show the product that they're promoting. And obviously you can't see the link here because I'm on desktop. But you can clearly see that this is a TikTok Shop video, not only by what the video was about, but it says eligible for commission right here. And with a 70,000 view video, you would think that the likes would be higher, right? Usually 70,000 view videos on normal videos get like 8 or 9,000 likes. That's just the average like conversion for regular videos on TikTok. But when a TikTok Shop video gets 70,000 views, it only gets around 800 likes. And this is a sign that this video is getting pushed high on ad spend. And when the video is getting pushed high on ad spend, it means it's actually making money because the brands are spending money on it. And so that's another reason why I know these videos are converting really, really well. And so whoever's ripping this format is just doing the same thing over and over and over again, same type of person. It definitely would not be a good idea to switch up your avatar that you're using over and over again, because then TikTok will just get confused with who's actually running this account. Now let's look at another version of AI you can do. This is the same skeleton style format that I've already uploaded videos about. out. And as you can see, the views are pretty insane. 25 million views, 1.6 million views, 5.4 million views. And these are all TikTok shop videos. Their most recent one has 1.2 million views. And this account is strictly doing oral health. So whitening strips, tongue scrapers, and just things like that in the oral health space. No person's attached to this account at all. It's literally just skeleton animations. And they're not even showing the actual product that they're promoting in the video. It's all AI generated, which is what I would be careful about and kind of steer away from. If I was the guy running this account, he's probably somebody overseas that's not even in a country that's eligible for it, and he's using a VPN and all these other things. So he probably doesn't have the actual product to record. But if I was running this account, I would by far be making sure that I'm showing the actual product somewhere in the video like the other account was doing, because you're ultimately going to be way more safe from getting a violation if you actually show the real product at least once throughout the video. But now let's just go ahead and watch this most viral one with 25 million views.
If you look at your tongue and notice a white coating, that's usually why bad breath keeps coming back. That layer is made up of bacteria and food particles that sit on the tongue throughout the day. Brushing your teeth doesn't remove it, which is why breath can still smell off even when your teeth are clean. Most people don't realize the tongue holds more odor-causing bacteria than the teeth themselves, so when it's not cleaned properly, the problem never really goes away. This is why adding tongue cleaning makes such a difference. Removing that buildup directly is what actually improves breath, instead of just masking it. That's where a tongue scraper comes in. It's designed to gently remove the layer brushing leaves behind, helping your mouth feel cleaner and fresher overall. If bad breath is still an issue, it's not what you're using, it's what you're missing.
I know what you guys are probably thinking. Oh, he actually did show the product in the video. Technically, yes, but this is a video that I've personally used on one of my old accounts that ended up getting a violation for this specific reason. This is a video from YouTube. And I remember using this exact video in one of my TikTok shop videos on one of my old accounts. And it's not 100% guaranteed, but you are at high risk of getting a violation when you use a YouTube clip, especially when other TikTok accounts have already used it. Because it just makes it so much easier for TikTok to understand whether this content is unoriginal or original. Now, this account most likely got away with it simply because of the amount of view pull they have. But I'm just saying, guys, take your chances wisely. Don't do anything that you think you could possibly get a violation for. And I can tell you that this content for sure is not converting as well as content like this. Not only because there's no actual like human interaction at all, even though this account's fully AI, people who don't know it's AI think it's an actual human interaction. And when it's kind of just like skeleton animations that don't really like relate to you unless you're like super deep into the product, it's simply just not going to convert as well. But obviously you can still make decent money, especially when you have view pull like this. Now let's look at this account, which is doing the exact same style as this account, just obviously with a different person. And if you were going to go the avatar route and do an account like this one or this one, I would definitely recommend doing a girl, because girls will naturally convert better on TikTok shop. And I think that's the case for most other platforms, like anything when it comes to selling. That's why there's a lot of girl sales. But yeah, this account is definitely still making money, just probably not as much as if they were using a girl avatar. But at the end of the day, don't stress that the most, because ultimately if you have the right content strategies down and a girl account doesn't and you're using a guy account, you'll still make way more money than the other person, just because the strategies are that important. But let's go ahead and watch this video right here that's got 20K views.
I gave a stranger woman a ride home in my patrol car and prayed for traffic. I have a badge, and this one had me forgetting protocol. I've been on patrol for 4 years. Speeders, illegal parking, drunk drivers, nothing phases me. I see a car in a no parking zone, hazards on. I pull over, walk up, knock on the window. Woman inside, older, late 40s, well dressed, calm, nothing special. She rolls down the window. I know, I'm sorry, car broke down, waiting for a tow. I look, won't start. How long? 20 minutes, tow says another 40. Late, not the safest area. Where do you need to go? Few blocks, my mom's place. I shouldn't, but I do. Get in.
Okay, we're not gonna watch that entire video because I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty boring, but all of it is literally just this guy talking about how he picks up this girl and then she smells good and blah, 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 blah. Then he asks what the cologne was, or the perfume, I mean, and that perfume just happens to be the one linked on this TikTok shop video. And it just goes to show a boring, slow story with a bunch of audio gaps like that can still get views. So once again, there's so much more potential when it comes to this AI content, because people that are getting views aren't even that good at it yet. So I'm gonna recreate this exact video, obviously with a different script, because I'm not gonna make it too long. I'm just using this strictly to show you guys how to make the content. But the very first thing you're going to want to do is take a screenshot of the character that you want to make. For unoriginal content purposes, I would definitely make a new person, but for this example, I'm just going to recreate a guy that looks exactly like him in the exact same setting. But on my personal AI pages, I would definitely be using a different avatar that you kind of technically own for your account, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to bring this image into Claude and I'm going to say, I want an exact replica of this person in the same setting he's in. Just make him wearing a tank top so his muscles are very visible. The reason I'm going to do that is simply because it's just going to be more eye-catching for the viewers. I want to make sure you get every little detail as possible to make it more hooking to the viewers as possible. So like the slightest things, you'd be surprised, can make the biggest difference. I want this prompt to be in JSON format for Nano Banana. The reason I want it in JSON format, if you guys haven't already watched my videos, I've explained this multiple times. But JSON format basically is almost like a new language, but for AIs. And the AIs can just understand it way better than if I were to give an AI like a prompt like this. And now boys, as you can see, I got a new image of him wearing a tank top in the same setting with a podcast mic. So I'm gonna download this and now I'm gonna turn this into a video with Kling 3.0. But first, before we actually get to make our video, we have to come up with the script first. So I literally just cooked up this funny little script. Obviously, I didn't do too much with it. I'm trying to keep it short and simple for you guys. Bro, I was walking to the gym as usual and this chick came up to me and asked for my number. And at first glance, I was like, hell no, I ain't settling for this. But then I smelled her perfume and my entire mind changed. That's a perfect hook right there for another video that's marketing for a specific woman's perfume. And so I'm gonna go ahead and generate this.
Walking to the gym as usual, and this chick came up to me.
As you guys can tell, this voice sounds pretty trash, so I'm just gonna get a different voice, preferably a voice that talks faster.
As usual, and this chick came up to me and
that sounds a lot better in my opinion. So now we're gonna import that voiceover into Kling. Now we're gonna import that image that we got for the video back into Claude, and we're gonna say, I want a prompt for Kling avatars to make this man talk with normal body language as if he talking to someone in a podcast studio. Keep the camera static. Give me the prompt in JSON format. So now we're gonna give this prompt to Kling. And now while we wait, I'm gonna drop you guys some more sauce right here. If you wanted to make him holding a specific product in another video, first we're gonna have to get an image of him holding the product in an image. So I just use this perfume that I just found off Google, for example. And I'm gonna give it to Claude and say, I want a Nano Banana prompt in JSON format to get an image of the man in the first image attached to be sitting in the same spot in that podcast, but looking at the camera and holding the product in the second image. And so now we're gonna get a prompt to make him holding that specific product. And now while that image of him holding the product is generating, I'm gonna come up with a script for it because we're gonna recreate another video for a specific part in the video that we're creating for him to actually be holding the product and saying, I actually got it right here, I'll leave the link down below, or something like that. So we'll put the script as, I actually convinced her to let me have it for the night and I brought it here with me. I'll drop the link down below if anyone wants to try it. So now I'm gonna generate this voiceover and we're gonna repeat the same exact process when it comes to making the video like we just did before. And boom, as you guys can see, we got the image right here of him holding that exact perfume. And I mean, just look how realistic it looks. It looks pretty real. Now we're gonna go back into Claude and give it the image of him with the product and say, I want a prompt for Kling avatars to make this man talk with normal body language as if he's talking to someone in a podcast studio. Keep the camera static. Make sure the product sits normally in his hand while he is holding it and talking to the camera. So now we're gonna import this prompt like we just did before into the Kling prompt. And so now we have the second video going of him with the product, but while we were doing that, this video got finished, so let's just watch how it looks.
bro, I was walking to the gym as usual, and this chick came up to me and asked for my number. And at first glance, I was like, hell nah, I ain't settling for this. But then I smelt her perfume and my entire mind changed.
Boom, just like that, you have a viral clip right there. Obviously, it could have been done a lot better with the scripting. I'm just merely doing this for the example for you guys and showing you the process of what it comes down to when making these actual videos. You can tell that this guy has a little bit of that AI plastic look to him as well, but that's literally just one Nano Banana Pro prompt away from fixing. And as you guys can see, our product video is finished as well, so let's just take a look at this.
I actually convinced her to let me have it for the night, and I brought it here with me. I'll drop the link down below if anyone wants to try it.
So boom, just like that, you have a full AI video ready to go, but I would also incorporate, like I already mentioned, showing the actual product in the video. Not just showing an AI video of the product like this, but I would also incorporate an actual video of the product. You're just gonna be at way less risk of actually getting a violation. I hope you guys got some value from this and actually learned something that you can take and apply right away for yourself. And if you're actually serious about locking in and making money through social media, we've got the 30-day challenge going on right now inside of Creator Labs Premium. And there you're gonna learn the exact strategies that me and my students use to actually get results like this. And when you complete the 30-day challenge, you get an entire refund after joining Premium. So if you guys were actually serious about locking in this year, I'll have that as the first link in the description down below. But other than that, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.